Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky High School football as the Kool Hit Sports Network brings you coverage of the East Carter Raiders live from Greason, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for countdown to kickoff and East Carter Raiders football live on Kool TV.
Welcome back to Greason, Kentucky, on the campus of East Carter High School, high atop Steve Womack Field, at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. And Jeff, last night we knew we were going to get a weather delay. We didn't know it'd bring us all the way into Saturday. I do feel like we probably could have finished the game last night. It's right around 10:30. It was not lightning. It was just, a steady rain. But here we are. We're going to play a second half, so there won't be any team introductions. There won't be anything like that.
No national anthem, no coin toss.
Nothing like that. Boyd County will receive the kick to begin the second half. But let's see how we got there.
Yeah, so let's take a look here. This is the first scoring play of the night, and this was by
Yoke.
East Carter. And Yoke pretty much almost untouched all the way in here as well.
Off to his right, and Boyd County's linebackers just slipped just a little bit, and Yoke was able to find the back of the end zone.
Yeah, nice little juke there, and moved it over to the right and had green grass right in front of him. Put it in for 6. East Carter went for the 2-point conversion and was able to get that 2-point conversion as well. But then right after that,
on the ensuing kickoff, Boyd County is going to just run right up the seat, completely untouched for a touchdown to tie it up at 8-8.
Yeah, kick was that received right around the 15-yard line, and he found an opening and just went straight for it and had green grass right in front of him and just punched it right in there for 6. And then on the pursuing 2-point conversion,
just a water bucket formation. If you don't honor it, teams will go for it. East Carter didn't get lined up the way they were supposed to. Boyd County decided they were going to go for it, which that may have been predetermined anyways. But they went for it and got it.
Yeah, just a nice little, handed it to the quarterback. You had that quarterback and running back and center right there, and so running back just took it on in and punched in there for 6, for the 2-point conversion. So we were 8-8 right there, and then coming in there on, I believe it was the second quarter, Boyd County ends up punching it in once again here as we see them lining up. And this is going to be a nice pass right into the end of the end zone here with a shoestring grab. He got his toes right in on the line. You can see there we go, and he gets it
wide open.
1-2 feet in and puts it in there. And then they scored on the extra point. They kicked the extra point, and that's where we got to 15-8 from last night. And of course, after that, the electricity really started turning on as the skies lit up, and we were up here. You called me the captain of the Titanic up here. We knew this ship was going down. It's probably not the safest thing in the world to hold on to a canopy on top of a metal-lined press box to make sure things are okay while we were going through the weather delay. But once we were here for just a little bit, and eventually we seen the Boyd County truck coming over there and picking up the gear, and we said, that's it.
Yeah, we were the last ones to know. So we'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mall Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beautyrest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back out here on Kool TV as East Carter's making their way back onto the field. Still 3:28 left here, and I guess the pre-half. So a little bit of keys here. East Carter was able to have a couple of red zone stands. Boyd County drove the entire field, got inside the 10 two times. East Carter's defense was able to hold them. Other than the first drive, East Carter really hasn't done anything offensively. Boyd County has stacked the box, put 8 and sometimes even 9 people in the box saying, I dare you to throw. And East Carter just not able to, they haven't attempted it yet. That's the thing. East Carter really hasn't even tried to throw the ball vertically yet. You've seen some slants, a couple RPOs. Boyd County is a team that notoriously has not played well in second halves of the game. But this doesn't feel like a second half of a game, Jeff. This feels like we're starting over again. And for East Carter, if they're going to come out and get a win tonight, I think the ball has to be in the air, and I think that has to be in the air often.
Absolutely. Here at the Joker Lawn Care, broadcast table, that's the way we have to take a look at it here is that, they're down by 1 score. It's nothing that's too out of the, out of reach or anything else. Because obviously, if it was out of reach, they probably would have been like a few of the schools last night and just said, let's just call it off and, it is what it is. But yeah, they're going to have to come out and start showing some other stuff because they knew what Boyd County was coming into yesterday. It's kind of short notice to come up with a game plan, because obviously you don't want to go with the game plan you had exactly last night because you saw what they were doing and what they're going to do. And so you're going to have to come out here, get the passing going on, which is going to open up your rushing offensive as well.
So Boyd County's making their way back on the field now, 1:53 left until we get this thing underway. As we said, this will just be a continuation of last night's game. We went to weather delay. It just is what it is. I feel like we could have finished it, but we didn't. And it was on, maybe 20 minutes after it started lightning, and they just called. They said, no, we ain't going to play. So Boyd County will receive the kick. I think that's important to note because special teams really hurt East Carter in the first half, particularly in the punt game. One time they had a punt for 6 yards.
Right. Well, and it is helpful to note as well, we got a different officiating crew here today as well. So, a lot of times you try to get used to the officiating crew that you got out there, and so they had a first half of one officiating crew. Now we got PD, Jeff Atkins, seen David Anderson out there. Real good crew out here tonight. So they're going to have to try to play once again.
Yeah, and it just feels weird being here on a Saturday at about 6 o'clock. It's an odd time on an odd day. I'd like to see this game be played at about 11 a.m., noon, somewhere in there. But it is what it is. We're going to play a half of football. 12 minutes go up on the clock to our left here at High and Top Steve Womack Field. Both teams will come over to their sidelines, get last-minute instructions from their coaches. If I'm Coach Tim Champlin, I'm not even kicking this thing deep. I'm just going out there and telling Alan Cooper, whoever's kicking, give me the ugliest kick you got. And, maybe we get a bounce that hits off a leg, hits off a face mask or something, because even if he kicks it deep, Jeff, it might go to the 20 or 15, if that.
Well, and that, of course, we mentioned last night both soccer teams were on the road last night, and they're not here again today. So East Carter's without their kicker once again. And so, like I said, sometimes it's almost like the, I forget what his name was in Longest Yard. It's like, go out there and I want you to kick off. And it's like, he can't kick off.
Exactly.
And it's like, recover the ball.
Yeah.
We're going to go straight into the third quarter of action tonight.
East Carter go from left to right. They should. I don't know. That's the way it should go. Not sure if that's how they'll do it. And Boyd County will go from right to left.
And I think that's what they're discussing out there right now with, I think that's PD going to be our white hat here tonight. And I think that's what Boyd County's talking about. It's like, yeah, we're going to go this way.
Well, we only had 18 hours to sit and think about it, so that's something we should already know. Let's get her going now. (15-8). Boyd County does lead. I'm not kicking to them. I just wouldn't. The way my special teams has been the first couple of games, there's just no way I'm kicking to him. If I have to kick it out of bounds and make him drive the field, I'll do it. There's just no way.
So here we go. The East Carter kicking unit is out there on the field, gives David Anderson the football as he checks it.
It looks like, well,
they always do that.
Yeah.
It's just a little.
Looks like Beeson's going to do the kicking here for the Raiders. So, nothing, it's nobody's fault. It's, the normal kickers are out of town and doing their main sport. And with the way the ball's lined up on the tee, though, it makes me think this thing is headed right towards them. 25-6, and
Laces a little bit toward us.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Here's the kick. It's an onside. And they're going to get, this would have been East Carter football, but they're going to get, I believe, East Carter for offsides. I don't know.
Heard re-kick out there, so, it's going to go against the Raiders.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call for Davey Anderson to blow it dead, save somebody's head from getting knocked off. And if it was offsides, then, I think that was a good call.
Offside penalty.
And I tell you what, that front line of Boyd County's getting a big sigh of relief. It bounced off its helmet. They're going to get on the inside. Now you kick it deep.
Yeah, now you can see Boyd County lining up. Of course,
the hands team.
Yep, got the hands team, and they put what we got out there, 8 on that front line.
Yeah, I'd kick it. I'd kick it deep now. Let's see what they do. They may not. Let's see. Nope, they're going to onside kick it. It's still loose. It's going to roll out of bounds. So a mistake on East Carter being offsides on the beginning of the second half cost them a possession. They almost for sure would have had the football to begin the second half, but was offsides. We've seen a couple of.
Of course, flag on the play for a kick out of bounds, illegal procedure on the kicking team, and so that's going to push it up there just a little bit further there for the Lions. Looks like they're going to get started.
We'll start at their own 47. It'll be 1st and 10, Boyd County. Holbrook's going to start out in the gun. Back there with him is Hedrick. He's got a wide out to his left, two to his left, 1 to his right. And now we're going to get whistles again.
I think just a quick question to answer there.
No, Tim Champlin said the ball went out over past, right around the 40-yard line. What's it doing at the 46? And I who knows? Let's just play. Holbrook's in the gun, dropping to throw. It's a jailbreak screen over to Hicks. Hicks gets into Raider territory to the 49, and that's all. He'll gain 4.
Holbrook pass complete to Hicks.
Or 3.5.
Midfield.
They'll bring up second and 6 for Boyd County. We're going to mark this ball right at the Raider 49. Good opening play for Boyd County. They like to stretch the field. That way they can get the linebackers looking to the outside and maybe hit you with an A-gap run, B-gap run. They got a big physical offensive line. 2nd and 6 for Boyd County. Holbrook's in the gun. He's got a wide out to his left and one to his right, and a tight end lined up in the backfield.
Finally get the ball placed down right in on the 49-yard line.
Holbrook calls for the ball. Handoff goes straight up the middle to Hedrick. He's got a first down and more as he gets down inside the Raider 35 to the 42-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 Boyd County. Right down the field goes the Lions.
And not a good day for Kentucky fans as well here as
pathetic.
South Carolina just scores again.
Such an awful mood. What a pathetic offensive performance. I mean, that is really, if the offensive coordinators make 6 digits and you can't even score, that is terrible. Holbrook looks to throw, and he's found a wide open receiver here on the near sideline, all the way down to the Raider 30-yard line. It'll be another Boyd County first down.
First down, Boyd County.
What an embarrassment for Kentucky. I mean, truthfully, an embarrassment. Holbrook in the gun again. He's got twin wideouts, 2 to his right, 2 to his left. It's Hedrick in the backfield. Boyd County, back-to-back first downs. He's going to drop the throw. He's going to throw to a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a Boyd County touchdown. Somebody got burnt over there.
Over the play, touchdown, Boyd County.
I believe that was Kelly who's going to catch that touchdown, and all of a sudden 21-8.
Yeah, it was a good pass. Unfortunately, did not get that on the instant replay. Wish I did, but that was a fantastic pass there. And like I said, he just went off to the races right at the beginning, and
they were pressing over there. I don't know why they were pressing, but they were pressing. And Boyd County really made them pay. I understand if you press on a twin wide outside, but a single wide out with, kick us away, and it looks good. It is good. 22-8. Boyd County leads over East Carter. 10:34 left here in the third quarter. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mall Boulevard in Grayson.
Back out here on Kool TV, Jeff, this feels like a must-score for East Carter as they cannot go 3 and out at least. You don't want to give a potent Boyd County offense back the ball. Here's the kick. It's going to be fielded over on the far side on a couple of bounces by Fowl, who's immediately drilled. He didn't do a very good job of fielding that thing. The ball kind of just died right there just inside the 20-yard line. East Carter will have poor field position to start this drive in what feels like a must-score.
Of course, if you take a look down at the bottom of your screen there, you'll get to see all the scores from around the area last night. This is the only game in the area being played right now. I think there was only 2 delay games. It was this one and Greenup County's game.
And Fleming and Mason played at 11. Greenup played at 1, and this one played at 6. So 1st and 10 East Carter. Yoke and Johnson will be in the backfield. 2 wideouts to Johnson's right. Johnson calls for the ball, dropping to throw. And he's got a man wide open out here. It's Hall who can't hang on to it. Pass just sailed just a little bit too far. I mean, out of Hall's wingspan, and almost made a diving catch, just not able to get to that one. Just a nice little pass concept there, Jeff, and Boyd County was sitting in zone. and kind of got confused over there that time.
Yeah, he had his hands on it and just couldn't pull it in and hold it in, and then took that hard shot on his back there, and you seen the ball pop up from there. But I mean, it was a great effort there by East Carter, and I mean, good play call. Just couldn't hold on to it for just that extra second or two.
10 for East Carter. Johnson rolls off to his right, looking to throw, in trouble. Nice block by Yoke, still in trouble, and he's sacked. You got to get rid of that one. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and long for East Carter.
Yeah, the official standing right in on the line, so got him back to the original line to gain, or not original line of scrimmage. Excuse me.
East Carter facing a 3rd and 10, and like I said, it feels like a must score. Johnson will have a receiver to his left and his right with Landon Yoke lined up in the backfield. Calls for the ball, fakes the handoff, and a bad throw. He wouldn't have made the first down anyways. They're going to give him the catch. There is no way he caught that. We call it how we see it. There is.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. He dropped that one, but
hit the ground.
Yeah, you can take a look here.
4th down.
It doesn't matter. It was not even close to the line of the game. See this on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
Throws it there, and right off the turf.
Right into him. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter. They needed 10. They threw a 5-yard route. Cooper back in punt formation, and it's a good one. This one's going to sail over into county territory and die right at the 43-yard line, and that's where Boyd County will start their second possession here in the second half, leading 22-8. And you got to think, if Boyd County puts a touchdown on the board here, Jeff, East Carter's in real big trouble.
Yeah, because they're 2 scores down right now.
And and the offense don't look good. Johnson's not throwing the ball particularly like he normally does. Not getting a real big push up front. Holbrook dropping the throw. Looking, is going to try and take off and breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and will get up to about the 48-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Good play there by Rhett Holbrook.
To the 48-yard line.
Well, and that shows why he's, quote unquote, the leading rusher for this Boyd County team. Well, there's several quarterbacks in the area that can do something like that, but he's something special out there. You got the Ironton quarterback. He's something special out there.
Holbrook dropping to throw, looking, still looking, and they're going to get Boyd County for a hold here as Cooper was tackled in the backfield. This play is not going to count as Holbrook goes all the way into Raider territory. But this flag happened back at the 39-yard line, which is 4 yards. I don't know if it's a spot foul or original line of scrimmage. So either way, it'll be 2nd and very long here for Boyd County. It happened 3 or 4 yards in the backfield.
Yeah, they still got the flags down in the backfield there. So
they'll count off 10 yards from that spot. So the ball will go actually back inside the Boyd County 30. Well, no, from the original spot. So it'll be 2nd and 15. As South Carolina continues to pour it on a very pathetic Kentucky team. I mean, just really embarrassing. Holbrook's in the gun. He's got trips to his left, receiver to his right, dropping to throw. Throwing to another wide open receiver who catches it, and East Carter for the 2nd time in a half has been burnt over on that right side.
Just right near that goal line there. Shoestring tackle.
Complete.
I hate to say it like this, but it feels easy.
1st and goal.
It felt easy on that time.
Yeah, let's take a look at that again on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay as we see gets it down beyond the line to gain, and then he was off to the races there, and then just a shoestring tackle right around the 1-yard line. Saved it from 6 points there.
Well, you just listen. Teams are going to get film of stuff like that, and that's if one thing you get beat one time, that's fine. You get beat twice, and that becomes a real big problem. Handoff straight up the middle. Good play by Landon Yoke. He's going to drop him way back in the backfield.
In the backfield. Loss on the play brings up second and
And it
goal.
feels like East Carter has to make a stand here. If they don't make a stand here, this game, quickly, you hate to say it, but it looks not good. I hate to say it's over, but
Well, this is an opportunity for them to go up 3 scores.
if they go up 3 scores here, then it's not good for East Carter, that's for sure.
Lost a few on the play on that one.
Holbrook's in the gun. 2 wideouts to his left. Handoff goes straight up the middle. Makes a man miss. Breaks a tackle. Is he in? Touchdown, Boyd County. That makes it 29-8. Or 28-8. Excuse me.
Boyd County.
And at this point, Jeff, I hate to say it like that. It feels easy for Boyd County, especially on offense. They did get a holding call back here, but not after Holbrook was all the way inside the Raider 40, just scrambling around. Nobody could tackle him.
Yeah, we'll take a look at this again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods as they punch it in. And it looks like, of course, setting up for the kick right here as well. There's the touchdown, and there's the call.
Not sure what's wrong with East Carter. It just don't feel like maybe they're. It just didn't feel like they're ready to play today. I'm not sure. 29-8. Boyd County leads over East Carter. We'll be back here on Kool TV.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
Back out here on Kool TV. Boyd County set this to kick this one off. East Carter needs to put it in gear. They're going to get ran out of their own stadium. This one's a good kick, and we're going to get whistles and maybe an offsides. So they're going to re-kick. When it's kicked deep like that, I don't know what the rules are when it pertains to that, but I feel like just let them return it and add 5 yards to wherever they get tackled at. They're going to back them up. East Carter, very important possession here. They got to be able to, you're past getting a couple first downs. You got to score here.
Yep.
If you don't score here, the game's over. Just call it what it is. And the common narrative in the area is, man, Boyd County, they're not no good. You hadn't been watching Boyd County football over the last couple of years. It's a good team. Ryland Fowles going to field it at his 25. Heads up the middle of the seam. Breaks the tackle, goes across the 45 to the 46, maybe the 47. And that's where East Carter will start their second drive here in the second half. And you're going to have games like this. I think it's a big learning experience for East Carter. You're going to have games that, things don't go your way, that you don't play as well as you normally do. And, East Carter's been fortunate where they've kind of been on the other end of this over the last 2 or 3 years. So,
well, and something else to keep in mind on this as well is that, they played last night.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they're hurt. A few of them's got some bumps and bruises out there.
Right,
and
but Boyd County played too.
Right.
So Johnson's in the gun. He's got 2 wideouts to his left. Handoff goes straight up the middle to Yoke. Yoke goes into Lion territory down to about the 48-yard line. Good first down play there for East Carter.
Yoke on the carry across midfield. Brings up second down.
Gets about half of what they need for a first down here. Second down and 5 here for the Raiders.
Yeah, and at this point,
you got to get the offensive production going on.
Well, you're just, you're still learning because East Carter, they returned a lot. I mean, they lost a lot on both sides of the ball, so you're just learning. Handoff goes to Yoke straight up the middle. Puts his foot in the ground and gets close to the 46, and that's it. A very small gain of maybe 2 to bring up third and medium.
Yoke on the carry, down to the 46-yard line. Brings up
East Carter will be just fine. But I hate, that district. You talk about Boyd County's district, and with Greenup and Ashland, Johnson, Central Boyd County, and poor Rowan County, not to pick on them, they're sitting there going, oh, boy. what did we do to deserve this? So, you've got quality teams all around, and then
that's where you have to step up your level of play.
Well, that district is very, very good. Johnson to the gun on his third down. Snap rolls back to him. He's just going to have to keep it and run. He's not going to get the first down. He's going to be about a half yard short, and this is a no-brainer here for Coach Tim Champlin. You got to go for this. Yep, it'll be fourth down. Johnson gets a little bit of a generous spot also because he was kind of rolling over top of Lyons. Maybe gained an extra half a yard. So
less than a yard gain on here.
Fourth and a half yard. East Car still looking for their first down here in this continuated second half. Just hand this off to Yoke and you live with the results. Johnson calls for the ball. It's going to be a quarterback keeper the whole way. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be close.
And they're already signaling first down, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised right there. I thought they would hand that off to Yoke, but they didn't.
First down. Right.
It'll be a 1st and 10 brought to you by Papa John's of Grayson and Flatwoods.
First down is brought to you by
locally owned and globally known. That's Papa John's. Of course, we want to thank Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance and the Ashland YMCA also,
who sponsors our kickoff on there.
So, 1st and 10 East Carter, 4:18 clock rolls here in the third quarter. Johnson's in the gun, 2 wideouts to his left with Yoke in the backfield. Handoff goes straight up the middle to Yoke. Yoke puts his foot in the ground, breaks a couple tackles, picks up another East Carter first down brought to you by Papa John's, locally owned and globally known.
First down, Raider.
So East Carter, they're
getting a few things put together here.
Putting a drive together. Well, that first drive, they didn't run the ball at all.
Well,
3 straight passes and a punt.
They might have listened to us a little bit on that first one, saying we got to get the passing game going on.
Well, Tim Champlin and his staff are some of the best coaches in the area. Regardless of what happens tonight, they are. Handoff goes to Yoke straight up the middle. No, Johnson, just going to keep this one. He's going to get inside the 30, and here comes a flag, and you may get a helmet-to-helmet here. This may be an automatic first down for East Carter. Down there to referee P.D. Harris.
At the conclusion of play, game dead ball period, 1st and 5, defense number 54. Calculation field goal, first down.
So this will be a red zone attempt.
Yep, and our red zones here brought to you by the Rourke Insurance Agency. Go see the Rourke Agency for all your insurance needs.
It looked like the Johnson was going in to slide and maybe, obviously incidental contact. Sometimes in football, it doesn't look like it from the stands. It doesn't look like it on your screen. It doesn't look like it from mine. But the game is moving so fast down the field that, sometimes mistakes like that happen. It was obviously incidental, but it's going to cost Boyd County. Johnson's at the gun, 2 wideouts to his left. Handoff goes to Yoke straight up the middle. Gets a good block from Cooper. Hurdles a defender and gets inside the 10 to about the 6. East Carter can pick up a first down at the county 3-yard line. I think that's important to note.
About the 6-yard line. Second down.
And you look at the final scores from around the area, Jeff, from yesterday. The biggest shocker was, and I hate to say this because I know they're watching, West Carter getting beat by Estill County. Well, we saw Estill County in person here week 1. Not sure if maybe they had some players out that game, but, man, they didn't look good in that game. East Carter really handled them. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. It was a running clock, and we're going to get a timeout, Boyd County. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Back out here on Kool TV, 2nd and 4 for East Carter at the county 6-yard line. They can pick up a first down in between the 3 and the 4. Johnson in the gun. Yoke lined up to his right. He's got a receiver to his right, one to his left. This is Landon Yoke territory all the way. And they're going to get Boyd County for offsides. It'll be half the distance. I don't think that that's enough for a first down. It might be. It'll be right at the line. If not, it'll bring up second very short. Yeah, so PD right on top of it still says it's second down still. So it'll be second and very, very short. We'll see where they put this at. It'll be about a half a yard for a first down for East Carter.
And key factor clock is still stopped.
Yeah, the clock needs to start rolling.
Well, it was
Bobble
after a
snap
timeout.
by Johnson. He's able to pick it up and get back to the original line of scrimmage and bring up third. That's the second time today we've seen bad snaps for East Carter. I think, nope, the same center in there. Not sure. The second time it's rolled back to Johnson, and those are mistakes that'll drive Coach Tim Champlin absolutely nuts.
And sometimes it takes a center a little bit of time to get, fully integrated into the offensive system, get it in with the pace and the timing.
No. There's no excuse for that. You've practiced all summer and you played 2 games already. You got to be able to snap it back. Handoff goes to Yoke straight up the middle, and it looks like he is going to be very close to the first down. He should have it with the spot. They're going to bring it out and measure it.
Officials time out for measurement.
It's going to be really close. It's really far. It couldn't be any further away from us, so we can't really tell. Either way, East Carter's going to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what, they're going to go for this.
Well, the only alternative is to kick a field goal.
And they ain't going to do that. They're obviously, because their kicker's not in town, and they've had tremendous trouble with their special teams already. We'll stretch this thing out, and let's see where the ball, and it looks like it's an East Carter first down to me, and it is.
Yep.
Grayson Sanitation, first down ready.
That's a Papa John's first down. Locally owned and globally known. That's the Flatwoods and Grayson Papa John's. So if you're East Carter here, a minute 48 left here in the third, you put this one in. You're down 2 scores. Obviously, you got to go for 2. Well, I guess you don't have to, but, you kind of wonder, can you slow down Boyd County offensively? Handoff goes to Yoke straight up the middle, lowers his shoulder at the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, East Carter.
Yoke County carries the first line home care. Touchdown, right.
And that touchdown brought to you here after we see the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. But that touchdown brought to you by Malone Funeral Home at 325 Malone Lane in Grayson, Kentucky, 606-474-5126.
East Carter went on a very long and just, really abused the A-gaps, a lot of inside handoffs, and worked to success. This game is not over yet. We figured, though, if they didn't score this drive, they were in big trouble, Jeff.
Right. And as we said before, East Carter, no kicker out there pretty much, so they're going to go for 2 here.
Yep. So Johnson will be in the gun, Yoke in the backfield, with Hall lined up out to the left and Wall lined up to his right. Johnson calls for the ball. Bad snap again, just has to pick it up and eat it. Man, I tell you what, they're going to have to get that figured out, or it's just,
Commercial Bank 2-point conversion.
There's something that we don't know about them. I don't know if they've got a
County 29, East Carter,
new center in there, or have kind of mixed personnel around, or something. Something's not right about that. Either way, it's 29-14, Boyd County with the lead over East Carter. We'll be back on Kool TV.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money, New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Onside kick attempt. No one's got it. And finally, a Boyd County returner will field it at the 45.
County fields the kick.
And that's where they'll start this drive.
46-yard line. First down.
Boyd County has struck twice here in the second half, both on big, long pass plays. Over on the far sideline, well, one of them got tackled at the one, but that essentially set Boyd County up right on the doorstep, and a couple of plays later they punched it in. But just a lot of inexperience, Jeff. You replaced 9 of 11 starters from a team last year that's, you can put them in the conversation as one of the best ever. Not quite there with Kenyon Cozy and Charlie Terry and those guys, but one of the best teams in East Carter history. And it's a lot to ask, especially here in the third week you're taking on a good team like Boyd County.
Yeah, here at the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table.
So pass is complete over on the far side. It'll get down into Raider territory, down to the 48.
Brings up second.
It'll bring up 2nd and 2. 2nd and 4. That was Kelly on the reception. With a minute 12 left here in this third quarter. So they're probably, Boyd County there in the first half yesterday, moving a lot faster. This time they're kind of taking their time, milking this clock. Holbrook in the gun. Handoff goes to Hedrick straight at the middle, and he's met by Cooper way back in the backfield. He'll lose 2 or 3. It'll bring up 3rd and long for Boyd County.
And we'll take a look at that again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay as he just plows right through that line, or that offensive line, to get to the back.
Third and 8 for Boyd County. With 25 seconds left in this third quarter, they'll have to run a play. Holbrook's in the gun on his 3rd and 8. Dropping to throw. Pressure from the outside. Rolls off to his right. Looking. Still in trouble. Now he backpedals, reverses field. He's in trouble. The horn goes off. Holbrook kind of tiptoeing around. He's got Sabruv over the far side. He's going to be stopped at the Raider 48-yard line. It'll still bring up about 3 or 4. He'll be 3 or 4 yards short. It'll be a 4th and short when we return here to Grayson on the Kool Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money, New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
Back out here on Kool TV, Boyd County will face a 4th and 4 at the Raider 48-yard line. You get a big stop here, Jeff. You go down the field, you score. Of course, you're going to need the 2-point conversion because you can't kick field goals or extra points. Then all of a sudden, all of a sudden you're cooking. So, big play in this game right here.
Yeah, it's still just a 2-score game.
Yeah, Coach Tim Champlin asking the officials what's going on. Holbrook's in the gun. He's got trips out to his left and receiver to his right. Calls for the ball. Holbrook dropping the throw, throwing off to his left, and he's got a man wide open. Just a little flood route over on the far side. It'll be enough for a Boyd County first down. Beautiful route. Good throw from Holbrook.
Of course, yesterday seen a fake punt. Of course, they weren't in punting formation last time, but yesterday Boyd County did offer up a fake punt.
Yeah, no, and when you've been burnt twice because you're pressing over on the far side, you're scared as a defensive coordinator to press anymore. So you give him 10 yards of cushion, and the slot receiver there just ran a flood, a 10-yard out route essentially, and he was wide open. Good play call there by Coach Evan Ferguson. 1st and 10, Boyd County. They've got it at the Raider 40. Holbrook in the gun. Hedrick in the backfield. Handoff goes straight up the middle. And good job by that East Carter front 7. As he'll get a couple, maybe a yard.
Good.
That's it.
Short gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Second and 9 for Boyd County as they're taking their time here. And it is it's just weird. It just feels weird. There's not a whole bunch of people here. The band's not here. It just feels weird. A little throw out in the flat to the running back. He's going to have a first down and more as he gets inside the Raider 30 down to the 26 or 27-yard line.
First down.
Boy, Rhett Holbrook, when he's playing his A game, he is really impressive, Jeff.
Yeah, he is just a beast, someone to be reckoned with out there.
And this 4th quarter is brought to you by Johnny's Pizza.
So it'll be a 1st and 10, Boyd County. Right down the field they go. And you got to think, you go back to the beginning, the very first play, where East Carter was offsides on that kickoff. If they're able to get that onside kick, we may be looking at a completely different game. It's a classic story of one play will change the game. Handoff goes straight up the middle, and it's going to be really close to enough. Flag comes in late. This is going to be probably a hold on Boyd County.
Yep, they're already pointing that way.
75, takedown. 5-yard penalty. 10-yard penalty.
And I like how PD is descriptive in his calls. He said number 75 with the takedown. So what was a 1st and 10 will make it 1st and 20, but Boyd County's all right with that. That's just more time that they can milk off the clock. So this is not quite a 1st and 20. It's a 1st and looks like 18, maybe 16.
16.
Yeah. Because that sun is brutal, Jeff, right in our face.
Because once again, it is a spot foul.
Well, it wasn't earlier. See what I'm saying? Holbrook hands it off on just a halfback sweep out of the split back. He's able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd down and long.
Of course, looking across the area, Russell got a big win over South Point last night. And West Carter fell to Estill. Bath County got beat real bad by Rowan. Lewis got beat by Breathitt County. And
Morgan picked up the win.
Morgan not in their district, though.
Greenup picking up a win here today, 37-26 over Portsmouth.
Yeah, they didn't look good in that game, though.
Yeah, Russell picking up the win over South Point. I think we mentioned that, 35-13.
Holbrook has a designed run off to the left. Puts his foot in the ground. Gets solid yard, still in bounds. Tiptoes the sideline, and he's going to have a... Boyd County fans not happy over on the far side. We were kind of shielded by what happened, but there's no flag.
Result of the play, 1st down, Boyd County.
They're going to give Boyd County a 1st down anyways, as A lot of people very animated over on that Boyd County sideline. We didn't see it.
I think they were.
I was shielded by a bunch of different navy blue and white jerseys, but they were not happy about it.
Yeah, I think they were thinking that he might have got hit after going out of bounds.
See, I heard horse collar, so I'm not real sure. Either way, Boyd County have a 1st and 10. Right down the field they go, milking that clock as we're under 9:30 now. Coach Evan Ferguson is talking to the officials over there, asking him, and we've seen that last week, Jeff, or against Estill County, missed horse collar call. Not saying that was the case. We just handoff goes straight up the middle, and this time East Carter got him after just a very small gain. It'll be 2nd and about 7 or 8.
Very short gain on the play.
It's one of those situations that usually the horse collar is one of those points of emphasis every year that they, try to get out there. And a lot of times you might see more flags calling horse collars that maybe wasn't. But so far this season, like you said, we've seen a couple horse collars that, was not called.
And here's the fact, okay? They said it'd be a 1-yard penalty. So you call it because you think it'll be more yards, or you don't call it because you think it'll be close to the goal line? Where exactly do you guys draw the line at?
I'll put it this way.
If they do it, they should call it.
Player safety is the big thing that you have to focus in on.
Holbrook rolls off to his right. He's got a receiver in the back of the end zone, and that should be – they're going to go incomplete. Man, Rowland found may have got away with a pass interference there.
Yeah, I think there was definitely some contact. We'll take a look at that again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
And we're not like –
or maybe we will.
Here's the thing. We call it how we see it. And at the end of the day, do I want East Carter to win? Yes. But at the end of the day, we're not going to be super biased on our broadcast. We're going to call it how we see it. And right there, I think Ryland Found may have got away with a little bump.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't get that on the replay there, but
because I want people to know when they're listening to me on the radio, when I'm on the road and we don't have streams, that I'm authentic in what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
If probably the big thing that kept it from being a flag was probably the hands.
Well, and
the hands were not extended.
Well, no. I don't think the hands were even a factor. It was a body check.
Right.
I think the placement of the ball may have had a factor. If it was a better throw, I think that you have to throw it. Holbrook rolling off to his right. Little lob at the end zone, and it should be a Boyd County touchdown. Still waiting, and finally we get a call.
That's complete for a touchdown, Boyd County.
Now we
can take that was Mr. Kelly again. Man, let me tell you something.
We'll see that again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay on this one.
35-14 now.
Exact same play that they ran beforehand.
Boyd County's wide receivers are very good at being able to pull the leverage to the inside. They're able to get inside the defender and run their route, and East Carter thus far, with 8:37 left, hasn't been able to really do much about it. Boyd County lined up for the extra point. Very impressive performance in Grayson tonight for the Lions. Snap high, kick is away, and it's good.
Yeah, just a little chip shot. That was a bad snap there, and a good job by the receiver or by the holder to get out of his stance and get that one picked up, but ended up barely getting probably 11 feet off the ground, just barely over that upright.
8:37 left here in Grayson. 36-14, Boyd County all over East Carter. We'll be back on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Back out here on Kool TV, 36-14, Boyd County, man. I tell you what, going back and talking about their district, they are really going to have a say in what happens in that district. And you talk about how good Greenup is, and that district is tough, man. And 4A in general is just so, it's brutal, man.
kicked just about out of bounds.
Yeah, they did a really good job of covering it up there. At this point, okay, Jeff, let's call it what it is. This is not a winnable game for East Carter. You're not going to win tonight, but you want to try to build some momentum going into next Friday night. Let's actually look. I'm not sure if it's the bye week. It's going to be close. I think that East Carter's on a bye, so
I think they are.
Yeah, so they'll have a lot of time to go back and watch this film and make the adjustments. Maybe flip a couple of personnel around and you're glad that something like this didn't happen in district play. Johnson's in the gun. Yoke's in the backfield. He's got two wideouts to his right. Handoff goes to Yoke, puts his foot in the ground, goes across the 30 to maybe the 32 or 33. It'll be a short gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Short gain brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, and let me tell you this. There is, and I know all the coaches. I know them all. I've watched their teams play football over the years. Coach Tim Champlin here at East Carter is one of the best at developing talent. And his teams will get better every single week. And Coach Evan Ferguson, when he took over at Boyd County, buddy, they were in bad shape. And what he's done there at Boyd County is really remarkable. Throw over to the right to Hall. It's caught, but maybe for a yard, and that's it. Boyd County making sure everything stays in front of them. Did a really good job in both halves, I should say in both days, of keeping the ball in front of them. East Carter with no big plays. They've been long drives. And, you look back at the 14 points East Carter has scored, 8 of those came on the opening drive, Jeff.
Yep. Yeah, because they went down on the opening drive on the first day.
Yeah.
Picked up their 8. And then, here was able to get it down into the
on like an 8 or 9, on an 11-play drive. So Johnson will be in the gun again on his 3rd long. Johnson calls for the ball, drops the throw, sets up, throws, and he's got a receiver, but nowhere close to the first down. That's the 2nd time today we've seen a pass on a 3rd and long go for just 2 or 3 yards.
4th down.
And now the punt team for East Carter will make their way onto the field. And we get whistles and flags and a false start on East Carter.
Snap infraction. Offense number 80. 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
And I like that the official called a snap infraction, but he'll tell him why he called it. So, you don't see that out of a lot of officials. Some officials will just call it and say, oh, that's the penalty. That's what it is. Well,
Yep.
Tell me how it was. A lot of officials will do that, and I like that. So back East Carter up 5 more. It'll bring up 4th and 12. Cooper back in punt formation, and the punt is away and maybe partially blocked. I mean, it's a bad one. It's going to land at the Raider 36-yard line, and it'll be another. This one will be a 5-yard punt. Yesterday we put up a good 6-yard punt, and so this will land at the Raider 36, and that's where Boyd County will start this drive. Now you're at the point, Jeff, with 6:24 left in the game. You're going to see a lot of substitutions on both sides.
Yeah, because don't want to get anybody hurt right now.
Well, Boyd County's not playing to win the game at this point. They're playing to get reps at different positions. And like I said, East Carter's going to have games like this. And I hate to use the word spoiled. That's not a good word for it. But East Carter's usually on the other end of this. And Boyd County, man, I'll tell you, this is a good football team.
Well, when you have a tradition of excellence that's out there, anything that's, even average,
Well, East Carter doesn't have a tradition of excellence. When Tim Champlin took the team over, they had lost something like 18 or 19 straight games. So just call it what it is.
Right. But like you said, the last few years,
you're
starting to build that, and you're building up that expectation of, hey, that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But now here we are. We're winning ball games. We expect on every Friday night coming out and picking up a W.
Well, East Carter over the last 3 or 4 years, you go back to that 21 season that they took on Belfry here in the semi-state game. They've been daggone good. They've been very, very good on both sides of the ball. And this team can do that too, and they just, when you lose so many starters defensively and you don't have any big-bodied physical receivers, it takes a toll and you have to play a certain way. Man, Cooper gets through there, and they can't block you. That kid's going to be a problem all year, Mr. Cooper, is he's going to drop the running back way back in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss to bring up 3rd and long for Boyd County. But like I said, Tim Champlin, his staff, some of the best, the developing talent, they'll be all right. Boyd County, they're going to have to find out their position in that district, and they're going to find out because they're going to play them. You get Ashland, you get Johnson Central, you get Greenup. I feel like for a successful season for Boyd County, you don't have to win all those games, but you can't go 0-3 on those games either.
Yeah, speaking of Johnson Central picking up a big win over Belfry yesterday,
Holbrook working a
84-41.
throw wide open. Cole Hicks over on the far side spins, gets the first down inside the Raider 25. Yeah, that game, 48-41, Johnson Central. And I see these polls, and I vote on these polls. I would not put Ashland in front of Johnson Central until they beat them, and they haven't. But one time in the last, 10 years? And no offense to Ashland, they played a very good, very, very good Harvest Prep team last night. I got to watch some of that, man. They just got killed up front, dominated the front seven for Harvest Prep, just really shut down that Ashland offense. But no shame in that. That team's very good. But until Ashland is able to beat Johnson Central, you thought last year was the year they were going to beat them. Johnson Central wasn't great last year. Kind of down for Johnson Central, and Johnson Central still beat them. So until that happens, it's just one of those things. Holbrook in the gun, handoff goes straight up the middle. Nice move, breaks the tackle, gets close to the Raider 15. He'll be marked at the 16
16-yard line.
as clock continues to run with 4:43 left. It's just a weird feeling because there's really nothing going on here below us. There's a decent crowd, but there's more people around the football field than there is in either stands. It's just a weird feeling game, Jeff. I've never done this. I've never came back on a Saturday and finished a game. I've had games scheduled on Saturdays, but in my broadcasting career, doing radio and doing Kool TV, I have never come and did a game on a Saturday. A football game, I should say.
Yeah, we appreciate all the viewers that's out there today, 185 right now of you.
Yeah, and, this is just the beginning of the season for both of these teams. There's a lot of season left. Like we said, East Carter will be on a bye next week. And KCU, we just got a scoring update. KCU is up 7-3 on Morehead State with 13 minutes left in the first half.
Wow.
So that would be a huge win as we look at next week. So Ashland is at home against Bardstown. Belfry's at Southwestern. That'll be a good game. Floyd Central is at West. Handoff goes straight up the middle. Breaking tackles at the goal line, and he's going to be whistled down at the 1. It'll be a first and goal for Boyd County. Pikeville's at Raceland. Russell is at McGoffin County. Morgan County's at Fairview. Man, Morgan County's playing good. Mason County is going to come to Boyd County. Let me tell you something. Mason County is quietly 3-0. Big wins over Russell. Blew out Fleming County. That game went 14-14 at the half and ended up beating them by 5 or 6 touchdowns. If I had to pick that right now, I'd pick Boyd County. I think Boyd County is the real deal, especially when their offense is rolling the way it is right now. Holbrook hands it off straight up the middle, and he goes in. Touchdown, and here comes a flag. Over on the here on the near side. Let's see, we're going to get a call here from a hold on Boyd County. 3:01 left.
Remains first down.
So they'll mark off 10 yards, and it'll be first and goal from the 10 for Boyd County. And it's good to see Boyd County good again. I can't be the only one who thinks that.
Right.
Because the area is better when Boyd County is better. It just is. Do I want East Carter to win this game? Of course. But I hate seeing Boyd County as bad as they were when Coach Ferguson got there. They were really just not good. And just to see what they've become and the team that they are now is just really, it just says a lot about the area, honestly. Because, West is not bad, East is not bad. You have to go pretty far to find a bad team now. So I think when Boyd County is good, it's better for the area. Oh, what a hit in the backfield. Ball's loose.
The runner hit the ground. He was down. Second down.
They're going to whistle him down. Man, what a big hit. Big pancake in the backfield back there, Jeff. But no, we here at Kool Hits, and I can't say this enough, and sometimes it gets me in trouble, and truthfully, I don't care. We will call it how we see it. And that will never change. That's the way it'll always be. And sometimes people get mad because people will misconstrue the truth for a disrespect. Well, depends on how you look at it.
Well, we do it for our fans and everything
They
out there.
deserve it. They deserve the truth. Little lob pass in the back of the end zone, and it's dropped. And he was beat again over there.
Yeah, it just went right through the receiver's hands on that one.
Yep.
And if you haven't done so already, give us a like. Hit the subscribe button for us. That helps us out quite a bit as well.
It does. So looking ahead on East Carter's schedule, Jeff, they're off next week. Then you come back on September the 20th, and you're going to take on, let's see here. Well,
I want to give a shout out to Jackie Clark real quick on our chat box on there. Grandma from Louisiana watching number 42 for the Raiders. And this is why we do this. Is that, we know that everybody can't be out here, especially today being 2 different days. We're glad to be able to bring you this broadcast.
So I don't know why that game's not listed.
As goes for the end zone again, and in and out of the hands.
So next week, East Carter is not on a bye. They will take on Green up here, and then they'll be on a bye. And then you start district play. So you get a bye. You get a whole week to prepare for Tyson Salmons and that offense, and trying to, you wonder how much time Coach Tim Champlin really puts in that game. Not because it's not winnable, just because after that game you go right into district play. So next week, there's no. East Carter doesn't run from anybody, so they're going to take on Greenup next week. It'll be here. You can see it right here on the Kool Head Sports Network next Friday night. And then West Carter, Bath, Fleming kick us away. Man, it looks like it's good. Did it go off to the right?
No good.
So too far to the right. It had the distance.
Field goal is no good.
But you look at the rest of the Raiders' schedule.
The ball be placed at the 20-yard line. It's when
you got to go to West Carter.
Battle of the Barrel, always a tough physical game.
Throw the records, throw everything out the window for that game. I've learned that. Bath County at East Carter, probably going to win that game. Fleming County, you got to go to Fleming County. Of course, I'll be making that trip also. It'll be a radio only. That's another 50-50 game. You just never know. Then you go to Lewis County. You'll probably win that game also. So then, let's just say you're undefeated in district. Let's just say you get to that point. Then you get Russell right here on this field on October the 25th. And you put yourself in a pretty good position. So, that's one of those games where I think Russell and East Carter are pretty similar teams as far as talent-wise and I might give the advantage just slightly to East Carter a little bit because they don't have a guy like Landon Yoke.
Right.
They don't have a defensive lineman like Alan Cooper. But they have really good pieces. I tell you, the Hankins kid at Russell plays really well.
And we're not just saying that because his brother works for us.
No, I don't even care about Jacob. I tell him that to his face. Yeah. Obviously, we're kidding. No, they've got some really nice pieces at Russell, and so does West Carter. So,
because you still got Dina West.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1:25 left. Handoff goes up the middle on his second and long, maybe a yard if that.
Third down.
But you look at Boyd County's schedule, Jeff. They've still got to play their whole district plus Pikeville.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough game. That's a tough schedule. So, of course, we will talk to Coach Tim Champlin after the game to get his thoughts on the game. And
it's under a minute here.
Yep, 50 seconds remaining. That's going to be your finals of 36-14 unless, they throw a pick six or a scoop and score or something, which, it could happen. 3rd and 6 for East Carter. Johnson's in the gun. 2 wideouts to his right with Yoke in the backfield. Drops the throws, and in between 2 receivers, and we're going to get a very late flag. Going to get a hold against Boyd County.
Holding. Defense number 5. 10-yard penalty, previous spot. First down.
And coming into this game, I think this is important to say. Coming into this game, Tim Champlin's record against Boyd County, 5-0. So they'll go to 5-1. East Carter had won something like 6 of the last 7 times against Boyd County. So, a team like Boyd County, a school like Boyd County, the size of it, their facilities, eventually they were going to put it in gear, and it's good to see that they have. And you kind of wondered when they're going to put a full game together, buddy. They did it here in Grayson. Handoff goes straight up the middle to Yoke. Bouncing to the outside, tiptoeing, and he'll get all the way out past the 40 to about the 42 or 43 with 24 seconds left.
42-yard line.
He's Carter
This
enough
is
time to
gonna be
run.
this is going to be the last play.
Time
right
to
here.
run at least one more play here. And
Johnson in the pistol. Handoff goes to Yoke as he sweeps off to his left. Right, excuse me. Gets knocked out of bounds, and that'll be it. We have a final. Boyd County has defeated East Carter 36-14.
From your final
We'll be back
score,
on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection of benchmark and case knives. Borders is your headquarters for the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the area, no matter how big or small you need to keep your firearms safe. Before your next hunting excursion, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Discover the convenience of Clark's Pump and Shop, your go-to local pit stop. Clark's proudly serves your neighborhood with new locations popping up just around the corner. Swing by today and indulge in a selection of your favorite snacks and drinks. We're committed to elevate your on-the-go taste experience. Clark's Pump and Shop is your premier destination for all things convenience and satisfaction. Stop by today at a Clark's Pump and Shop near you. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back out here on Kool TV, once again, a final 36-14, Boyd County over East Carter. And Jeff, it was a tough learning experience for a very young Raider team, a team that will continue to get better. Both teams kind of put in weird circumstances, only able to play one half last night. Both of them had to come back today, and very impressed with the way Boyd County responded here in this second half. East Carter started the second half off with a onside kick attempt. One of their players was offsides, and you wonder if they're able to get that, which all indications looked like they were going to recover. How would this game have changed?
Yeah, because that's the tough thing when you take a look at it and kind of wondering, you always have the what ifs. What if we would have went last night? We were talking earlier beforehand, if we would have been playing last night, probably advantage goes to East Carter because they're used to a turf field.
Right.
So, if we would have went out there and had, kind of the monsoon bowl that was out there because, East Carter's used to playing on the, natural surface. Boyd County, they've got the artificial turf, and most places they go to is artificial turf.
Yeah, and the thing about Boyd County is, they have a gauntlet schedule ahead of them. And East Carter, you got Grant coming here next week, who, by the way, has kind of just been a buzzsaw that just nobody was really noticed yet. They're 3-0. They got their senior quarterback Tyson Salmons. They got a lot of weapons offensively. They're a decent defensive team. They're very good up front. So you kind of wonder, if East Carter, how do you respond? That's going to be your story of the season. Even if you lose next week, I'm not saying they're going to, but even if they do, all of your goals are still out in front of you. You can win the district, put yourself in a position where you get maybe even a couple of home playoff games, at least one, no matter what.
Right.
And it's one of those things where, your sister district is down there in Lexington. So you really want to perform your best during the district because you don't want to have to go and play Lexington Catholic your first road game, or your first playoff game. So that's why you circle that Russell game, you circle the West Carter game as those are your two games where you feel like you got to win. You can afford to lose games like this one. You can lose next week, and still all the goals are out in front of you. Just like last year, Raceland finished something like, or they 6-4, but they started, something like 0-1-4, 1-3 or something like that, and was able to make it all the way to Kroger Field. And Belfry a couple of years ago started out 0-6 and ended up rattling off several wins in a row and winning the state title. So,
and that's kind of going against for the proponents. I know there's a lot of people that's out there saying that, if you got a losing record, you should not be in the playoffs.
Well, I'm one of those people. I'll say that. I think that they should only take 2 teams from each district. I think that the playoffs should be a privilege. I don't think that they should put everybody in playoffs because 90% of the first round matchups, I'm not saying all districts are like this, it's a running clock in the first half and it's crickets in the second. And it costs the schools money just about because nobody shows up because, I'm very against that. I know that it makes the Kentucky High School Athletic Association money because people like us pay them to stream the game. So I'm very against the first round playoffs of the current format. I think that you just present more opportunities for kids to get hurt. And sometimes it's just dangerous.
Well, it's one of those things, too, that, and we've been seeing a recent trend here over the last few years that, the teams that know that they're, could, possibly get hurt and that they're going to be in the sacrificial lamb to the next one, they just don't show up.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm not picking on anybody when I say this, but a couple of years ago, Raceland had to go. Fairview had to go to Raceland. Raceland had one of the best teams they ever had. And it was the same way, it's crickets. But at some point, you got to wonder the safety of the kids, because it's just ridiculous to have more than 2 teams out of every district to have, more than 2 teams out of each district. So we'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mullen Boulevard in Grayson.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I got kicked off campus, but they let me back on because my dad knew the dean.
Give me that ooey gooey, crispy, crunchy, mouth watering. Give me that meaty, treaty, zesty, bestie, garlic saucy. Give me that dippy, doughy, melty topping, pepperoncini popping. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Give me that foldy, pepperoni, tantalizing. Give me that choco chicky, sticky, sweetie, hypnotizing. Give me that dippy, drippy, drummy, rippy, Papa wangin'. Give me that cheesy, saucy, tossy, Papa John. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some. Now I'm talking about, yeah.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money, New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
Back out here on Kool TV as the crowd begins to make their way out the exit. That's the thing about the media is everybody wants to call games until it's time to do media things and break the equipment down and
hold down the canopy during a lightning storm.
Yeah, me and Jeff and his wife Rachel last night, I think I said it probably more than what I should have said. We were going to be in a delay, and buddy, we were in a delay, all right. We were up here fighting for our equipment as I had my 2 hands on the canopy. This is one of those at least 14-foot canopies, 14 by 8, wouldn't you say, somewhere in there?
Oh, easily.
14 by 8, maybe even bigger than that. But we all 3 of us had both hands on the canopy because it was about to take off the top of this roof. And finally, the rain got so bad it was coming in sideways that we just, at that point, we didn't know if they were going to call the game or not. But it just wasn't safe to be on top of the press box anymore.
Yeah, we put a tarp over our equipment and everything, and put the weather delay on. Right. But then it was probably not that much longer. We kept on seeing things happening. We're like, we're just going to call this ourselves and go downstairs, get ourselves safe. And when that happened, then they finally officially made the official call that it was canceled.
Of course, Coach Tim Champlin is going to join us after he gets done with Go Radio, and be interested to see what he has to say about tonight's matchup, and looking forward to the Graham County Musketeers making the trip here next week, and just getting underway here at football season. It's one of those things where you're finding out a lot about everybody. Of course, the pros start tomorrow, and
already started on Thursday, you know.
Yeah, but one of those games was in Brazil. I mean,
awesome for the players, give them a chance to get out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then you had probably Taylor Swift's schedule was kind of booked up over the weekend, so they moved the first Chiefs game to Thursday.
It was a good game. I watched that game. It was a really good game. Of course, my Browns play at 4:25 tomorrow against the Cowboys, and Bengals are in action against the Patriots. I expect both those teams to win. Of course, they probably will not, because it seems like, I'll have 1 week out of the year where every one of my teams wins. And I'll have more weeks where all of them lose in the same week. It's the pain of being a Kentucky football fan is what it is. You really have to be in a special type of way to. It's usually Kentucky that's the thorn. They will actually, just like today, and I've been reading on social media, they are going after Stoops, and I don't know if it's necessarily Stoops, but some of the play calling, they can say that they couldn't block them, whatever. The quarterback was rolling out of the pocket as soon as he got the snap. So he wasn't even, how could you know? Of course he's under pressure because he ain't got nobody to block for him out in the flat. I'm really disappointed in the way Kentucky played today. And, no excuses. Just at some point you've got to, as much money as, Stoops sit here and preaches, we need more NIL money, and then you get beat 31-6 by a very mediocre South Carolina team. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. I'll tell you what, we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Tim Champlin here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Núñez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Núñez, the best around.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mall Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
Back out here on the Cool Hits Sports Network, and we're here with Coach Tim Champlin. And Coach, I said on the broadcast a couple of times here at East Carter, we've been fortunate enough to be on the other side of that more than once, and this will be a learning experience and just kind of one of those things you just got to move on.
Yeah, it is. You got to move on. You got to learn from it. You play good teams in August and September to prepare you for October and November, and so that's what I told our kids. That was a message to our kids. We're going to learn from this. We're going to get better, and we're going to move forward. We got had a good football team here tonight. Got a great football team coming in next week. And so, that's why you schedule those kinds of teams is to learn from those mistakes and to put you in some situations to make you a better football team. And so we're going to do that. We're going to be fine. We're going to get better. We're going to learn from this and go on. So
it's easy to hide away from some of those better teams in the area. And you see other team schedules. I'm not going to call anybody out, but talk about why you think it's important to get the best teams that you possibly can here at Steve Womack Field.
Well, I think again, I think we want to play in October, in November here, and so to play in November, you have to play good football teams, and so we kind of took a step a couple of years ago and increased our schedule. I knew what. Coach Ferguson, I think Coach Ferguson's done a great job at Boyd County. Had the best, probably 3-7 team in the state of Kentucky last year. I think that was his record, 3-7, 4-6, something like that.
And had Johnson Central, Ashland, and Pikeville down at the half.
Down at the half. I took Bell County to the wire at the end of the year. And then Travis down at Greenton has done a phenomenal job there, and Salmon's at quarterback. They're going to be a dang good football team. So, we wanted to play some really, really good competition, and again, in next year's schedule, we're going to do the same thing and try to play some competition to prepare us for November. We want to play in November. That's the goal. And to play in November, you got to play really good competition. And so it sucks. You don't want to lose, especially at home. I think we have created a pretty nice atmosphere here. I think it's hard to play here, and so you never want to lose at home in front of your home crowd. But we're going to learn from this. We're going to get better. They exposed us in a lot of areas. Man, we really struggled offensively. Felt like they really, really took advantage of us. Offensive,
you don't want it to be a blueprint for other teams.
Yeah. And so, I don't really know what was going on. Really excited to go home tonight and sit down on a recliner and get the old film out and watch it. I'll probably, about midnight tonight.
Stop you at home. Stop on the way home. Get you one of those triple. What are they called? The burritos, the steak burritos at Taco Bell. But you talk about Graham County. They're coming in here next week. They're kind of just having success over in the corner. Me and you know how good they are.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people listening and a lot of people watching, a lot of people in the area don't. And then you're going to get a bye week. What's the biggest improvement you want from your team over the next 2 weeks?
I think that bye week is perfect, man. You get 4 games. And you got some good competition in there. They're going to expose some stuff. They're going to show you some stuff, some things you got to get better at. You're going to self-scout yourself and look up and say, every time that 16 is here, we did this. Well, now we got to put 16 there and we got to do something different, or every time we get in this formation, we do this, or defensively, every 3rd and 5, we blitz off this edge, and so you sit down and you look at that stuff and you self-scout and you figure out what you're doing, and then you start to build. I don't want to say game plans because you're game planning for these first 4 games, but man, those next 5 for us are real game plans. Like they are it's win or lose, go home and type of situation. And so that's the first step is those district games, and you want to put yourself in the best situation to come out of that in a high seed so that you can host, and then put yourself in a situation where you don't have to travel a lot in the playoffs if you're fortunate enough to win a few games. And so that's kind of where we're at. We want to get to the bye week. We want to be healthy. We want to be competitive. And listen, I know the score tonight, it didn't look great, but I thought last night, man, we competed our tails off. I just felt like tonight, man, we just couldn't.
And I said that on the broadcast. It didn't feel like we had the car in gear.
No, it didn't feel like we ever got rolling. And I come out, we come out, tried the onside kick.
Would have gotten it.
Would have gotten it.
Yeah.
And
it changes the whole half.
And so it changes the whole half. We didn't get it. They go score. One thing about being able to go home last night after the game or having that big break was got to watch film where I felt like our little wheel route that we run was going to be massive. And it was wide open, and we miss it on the first play. And when you find yourself 2nd and 10, that's kind of hard. And I knew that. I knew that if we hit that, it was going to be a big momentum thing. And if we didn't, it was going to really hurt us. And so we don't hit that, and that hurts. And so, 2 things there, an onside kick and a missed big play really hurt us. So that's on me. I told our kids, man, they got to get better, and I got to get better. Our coaches got to get better. We got to call better plays. We got to scout better. We got to know what people are going to do to us and be more prepared.
Coach Tim Champlin of the East Carter Raiders. Coach, we will talk with you before the Graham County game next week.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being out here last night, coming back out here tonight.
Seeing us on top of the press box. We had both hands on the canopy. I thought this thing was going to take off.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys, and as always, go Raiders.
We'll be back on Kool TV.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mall Boulevard in Grayson.
Back out here on Kool TV for the final time. Boyd County has defeated East Carter 36-14. I want to thank Jeff and Rachel Irwin, Coach Tim Champlin, and East Carter High School and Carter County School District for allowing us to come in here and do these games. We truly enjoy our relationship with Carter County Schools, and we couldn't do it without our great schools, our great sponsors. It's kind of put us all in a weird area, including Boyd County. Had to come back on a Saturday, had a lot of momentum. Both teams did. I think regardless of the outcome, I think it was a success as far as getting the game in, and maybe not the outcome that East Carter wanted, but I think everybody came together and made it possible.
Right. It's like, we got in here 1 hour out of here and a half of football,
yeah.
Kind of unheard of and everything else, but we were able to do it.
Yep. So we will be back on the air next week as Graham County comes to town, 3-0, very good Graham County team. There's no rest for the wicked for East Carter. So back here next week, and then a bye week, and then district play starts. I will be with the Raiders the remainder of the season, including road trips at Fleming County and Martin County. So for the final time, 36-14, Boyd County over East Carter. This has been a presentation of Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another East Carter Raiders football broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of East Carter Raiders football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Hit Sports Network and Kool TV.